we do here is go back.
You know, which teach them the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel.
Hello, good night everyone. Let me know if you are seeing me clearly. Let me know if you are hearing me clearly. If you're seeing and hearing me clearly, welcome to another episode of Extra Class, episode number 191. I trust that everybody is okay. I trust that everybody has been having a blessed weekend. For the persons who was wondering what was happening on Friday night, I was not well. Still is not feeling well, but a little bit better. So we give God thanks. You understand what I mean? I say, peeps, big up on yourself. Manners and respect for everybody we check in. You understand what I mean? I say, we now waste no time. So big up to the people them now ready for listen to teach talk about some things that affect Jam Down, Jam Rock, Jamaica land we love, Land of Food and Water, Bob Marley, Usain Bolt, Vice Cartel, Shelly and Fraser Price, Buju Banton and so on. Whole heap more people. Peeps, good night.
Kaboom! Teach them! Always make sure the message reach them. You know, which teach them the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel. Hey, yo, yellow. Like, subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification button. Hey, yo, we always up to something. Teach them. Hey, yo, yellow. Send the message and make it reach them. It's teach them. Right here. Warlord representing.
So peeps, a little bit of sad news before I get started. Wanna know why that I show that, but okay. My friend, my sister, my colleague, Keita Scott, I refer to her as Scotty. I have been telling you guys for a period of time now throughout the summer that her mom was not well. She has been in the hospital from sometime in August. Most of the time she was in coma and she has been struggling a lot. And last night she would have passed away. So, you know, I remember the family is mourning, so the entire family is mourning. You understand? Scotty, she has had a rough summer, really. She was overseas for the summer, so she was by her mother for most of her time in the hospital and until she came back home for work. So she's she's trying, you understand? So you know the thing. Not sure when we will see her doing the stream again, but it has been rough for her, and it will continue to be like that. She and her mother have a wonderful relationship. So, you know, I think, so, you know, when she comes on, whenever the persons who are in the group, She's in the group, you know, she's the other administrator for the group, so you can also reach out to her there. That is the WhatsApp group for the channel and stuff. So yeah, man, I'm gonna know if anybody else I watch from the family, Scotty family, that is, you know, if anybody else is here, condolences, guys, and you don't know anything, we're there, and you know, say it's just a phone call and we did it. You know what I mean? Sis, big up yourself, you know. You understand? Go and hold it. You know, a straight love. You see me? So yes, peeps, that G as well has been struggling. The last time I spoke with him, he was also in the hospital. I would have messaged him, I think, Thursday evening or Friday during the day. I have not yet received any response from him. I sincerely hope that he is also winning his fight. I am not able to share with you his particular medical condition, but it is something that is really and truly serious. Yeah. So we continue to pray that he will be able to continue, you know, to win his fight and such. You understand? Peeps, big up on yourself. I'm kind of, you know, in a local zone tonight. Never stream Friday night. I have a lot of things to talk about tonight. You know, work tomorrow. So I know some people ready for the stream start. But you know what thing, we have to take care of our own before we move on. You know what I mean? Peace, big up on yourself. And thanks to the persons who would have reached out, whether via phone call, whether via WhatsApp message, Instagram, Facebook, to check up on me and prescribe remedies. Big up on yourself. You know, we appreciate you, you know, peeps. So peeps, as Kalanji said, there is no time to waste. You understand what I say? So we go up and running, you know. You see? And thing. Ah, boy. Hold on. Yes, I'm going to find us up here. More dengue cases being reported in St. Anne. The St. Anne Public Health Department is reporting an increase in the suspected cases of dengue in the parish starting in July. Chief Public Health Inspector for St. Anne, Leroy Scott, reported on Thursday that 16 suspected dengue cases were reported in the month of July, and another 26 were reported for August. Mr. Scott, who was addressing the St. Anne Municipal Corporation, revealed that most of the suspected dengue cases so far have been associated with 3 communities: Claremont, Alexandria, and Brownstown. He said the increases in suspected dengue cases in St. Anne was not surprising, given that during this time of the year is when the mosquito population is at its peak, and that the Ministry of Health has increased its surveillance in the parish as a result. We know that hopefully the stream is coming through for the person who just subscribed. G-City Docs, I think that is the name. Really and truly appreciate the support, my friend. Blessings every time. So we hope that these dengue cases, none of them turns out to be fatal, and for all the other persons who are currently battling the illness, that they will also be able to make a full recovery. I cannot stress enough the importance of the government trying as best as possible to contain the situation to help to eradicate mosquito breeding site. But it is even more important for us as citizens of this country to ensure that our immediate environs and surroundings are free of mosquito breeding sites. And we need to also help with educating our neighbors and our friends who may not be as informed as they should be. You understand? Dengue fever is something that can be fatal, and a number of lives would have been lost, young, middle-aged, and old, since recent outbreaks. So we need to be careful as it relates to that. You understand what I say? You know them say, a word to the wise is sufficient. I am also sure that I saw one of my colleagues inside the stream earlier, Shanna Ivy, if you're in the stream, big up yourself. I don't know my manners there. But big up to the persons who are watching over on Facebook. Big up to the persons who are watching over on Twitter. And all the persons here watching on YouTube. Good night, guys. For the persons who are shout out, you know what the thing go. We big up everybody, look more. You know what I mean? Adila, me see you, brother. So, peep, firearm regulatory body in Jamaica, the FLA, the Firearm Licensing Authority, me can't even talk clear to that, Zane, is reporting a decrease in applications for firearm licenses. That's an interesting development in the peeps. See, it says the Firearm Licensing Authority (FLA) is reporting a dramatic decrease in the number of applications for a license over the past 2 years. This coincides with a spike in revocations. CEO of the FLA, the gentleman on screen, Shane Dalling, is theorizing that this resulted from more stringent measures implemented in the screening process and stronger vetting system. Dalling's disclosure come in the context of reforms at the FLA, including staff separation and revocation of several firearm licenses. He says there is still a strong interest from Jamaicans in applying for licenses, but the numbers have changed. He says, in fact, we have seen a decrease. When I started in 2017, the number of applications per month was 600. We are now seeing between 280 and 300 applicants. This is due to more stringent measures and checks implemented, he said. I suppose this can be a good and a bad thing. But in the sense that based on the current situation that we face as citizens in this country, many more persons need to be equipped with the resources to protect themselves and their families, but also good in the sense that many crimes committed in this country, in my opinion, are committed by persons using licensed firearm, whether it's the licensed firearm holder himself, or him lend it to him friends, or in some cases people are rent them licensed weapon. You understand what I say? And if them run up in that thing, say yes, a man thief. So I suppose it's a mixed bag. So we see how it thing go. You understand what I say? And thing. Miss Bernadette George, just don't delete the message. Just block him, no man. No questions asked. You know a thing already, or Miss Winsome Hudson, or somebody else who have the privilege. You know we don't have time for this. You understand what I say? Some people don't even understand themselves, you know. Dan Powell, that's just my assessment and my observation. You understand? That's an opinion that I stated. I never stated as a fact. You understand? That is just something that I would have seen develop an opinion for over a period of time. And just like anybody else, I have opinion and things as well. So I did not state that as a fact, but as my opinion, my brother. Blessings. Yes, sir. So, 2 men have been arrested for illegal guns and ammo. 2 men are now in custody after they were allegedly held with illegal firearms and ammunition in separate incidents recently. So, one of the men has been identified as Jamie Stevenson, 26-year-old, a construction worker who is from Mansfield Heights in Otrius, St. Anne. He is facing charges of illegal possession of firearm and ammunition, and the identity of the other man has not been released. So the police report that Stevenson arose the suspicion of a team that was on patrol in the resort town of Otrius. He was accosted and searched, and the high-point Luger 9mm pistol with 3 rounds of ammunition was allegedly taken from him. The other man was searched after he reportedly attempted to elude the police team that was on patrol in Greenwich District, Westmoreland. The police say he was searched and a Taurus 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 6 rounds of ammunition was found in his possession. So both of them has been taken into custody. I think there was also a gun seizure in St. Elizabeth. I don't know why I never script that thing, but I can't speak to it because I'm not 100% sure. You understand what I say? Yeah, man. Blessings to the persons who are shout to you out in the comment section. You know what I think? We big up some people, look more. Big up on yourself. I think this is a story that many persons thought I would have covered, but I was really and truly sick. You know what I mean? I would have tried to do a couple of videos over the weekend, and it was a struggle. So I never even bother touch this. Police inspector and police constables arrested for corruption. You know what I mean? I mean, that in itself is, with all the guns the police seize, FLA can keep them licensed. No, you know, Addy, but at the end of the day, you know, say, private citizens need to protect themselves more time. You know what I mean? So that's how I think, brother. Yeah, and as I said that, Adila, we must also take the time out to give credit to the police force. They have been reaping successes recently. However, it is just a drop in the bucket. That is the reality. We hope that more guns will be seized and more ammunition will be taken off the streets and taken out of the hands of persons with ill will and ill intent, and that it will help to stabilize and over time ultimately reduce the crime rate in this country. So the Police's Inspectorate and Professional Standards Oversight Bureau is, I don't know what them changes to this big old name. I tell us in Jamaica we have this affinity and fetish for long names, like the churches them. The thing they name the Inspectorate of the Police. Now them rename it the Police's Inspectorate and Professional Standards Oversight Branch. By the time you're done, say that you're tired, brother. You understand? It's reporting that it arrested 3 members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force between Monday and Thursday over alleged breaches of the Corruption Prevention Act. Well done to the Inspectorate of the Police. Me can't bother with a long name. You understand what I say? Many persons are of the opinion that the police force does not do well in investigating and arresting its members, but the reality is that a number of police officers down the years would have been arrested, charged, tried and convicted for various criminal offenses in this country. Does it happen enough? That is the question, but it does happen. So we have to give credit where credit is due. So in the first incident, 2 constables assigned to the Public Safety and the Traffic Enforcement Branch, you see one next long name, I just call it, but them name P-Steb, I think I saw the short name is Zane, were arrested on Sunday, the 8th of September. It is alleged that the constable solicited $6,000 from a motorist who committed a road traffic violation. So the money was paid over and the complainant subsequently made a report to the inspectorate. A case file was prepared and later sent to the Director of Public Prosecution for a ruling. You understand? They were subsequently arrested. So the DPP will love to cuss. She actually do some things from time to time. You understand? In the second incident, a complainant visited the inspectorate and reported that an inspector of police, interesting, Finara say for 60,000, brother, $6,000. What do you mean 60,000? 6,000 Jamaican dollar, like 5,900 and $99 plus $1, 6,000, not 60,000. So the man them show them thing for about $6,000. You understand? Dexter and Fremantle, really and truly appreciate that in a brother. Big woman thing. Big up yourself every time. You understand? You know, we always appreciate the support. You understand? And the contribution is just icing on the cake. You know what I mean? Big up yourself every time. So you know, the second incident piece. Listen to that one here. In the second incident, a complainant visited the inspectorate and reported that an inspector police allegedly disseminated information of a private nature concerning him. You understand? It is further alleged that the inspector approached him and solicited 300,000 Jamaican dollars to have the situation rectified. A report was made to the inspectorate and a sting operation set up, during which $60,000 were handed over to the policeman. He was subsequently arrested. Meanwhile, the inspectorate is appealing to members of the public to report cops who breached the law. This is one of the topics that soon come up in a Jamaica is not a real place. I know some persons take offense to the name Jamaica is not a real place. But you also have to remember that when I do a video, Zane, Kevin say, well, go on, all the recovery. It go on slow and brother, but we give thanks. Zane, you have to understand, so when I create a video, I don't create a video for sit down on YouTube. I create a video for people view it. So when I create a video, the title and the thumbnail should be as such where it kind of draw people. So yes, I know there is negative connotations in relation to the Jamaica is not a real place situation. But I am making a point. You understand what I say? So for the people that want to appreciate it, that's one of them things. Big up on yourself. More open to find other things want to appreciate. So Specky decides say, I don't know what was the genesis of the situation. I don't know what kind of private information he disseminated of the man. You understand? You know, sound good still. But say, him decide say, I want $300,000. I not even say 300,000. Him want $300,000 to fix the situation. You understand? Them set up a little sting and it sting him like. So him collect a 60 pack. So I don't know if a 60 pack they can cover him things still. You understand what I say? Policeman them for do better, brother. You see me I say, Miss Sharm Lally, good evening, Empress. Thank you so much for your continued support and your contribution really and truly means a lot. Appreciate it. You understand? So I know me beat the taxi driver and the bus driver them in the latest installment of Jamaica is not a real place. The police them don't feel like gonna get way. You understand what I say? Baba boy don't run. You understand? Me soon circle no. You understand? Don't feel like you know the last man that did. So the police are now probing a murder in Seaford, St. Thomas. The police in St. Thomas are probing the shooting death of a man in Seaford on Thursday. Yeah? And thing. The deceased has been identified as 34-year-old Richard White, otherwise called Mario, of a Main Road, Lower York address in Seaford. It is reported that White was riding his bicycle along the main road, and on reaching the gate of his yard, he was approached by a gunman. He reportedly jumped from his bicycle and ran through the gate towards his premises. The gunman reportedly opened fire, killing him on the spot. The police say the incident brings the total number of murders in the parish since the start of the year to 17. This is 4 fewer than the 21 homicides recorded for the corresponding period last year. Teach honey and galley. You know what? It me there beating a brother cause me know the Babylon medication these days, you know. You understand? But it's true me kinda whole like it take longer for work. You understand? Just that a go on. A female, I think, I don't know if she emailed me or she comment on a video. Said the stream them hot and nice. Anika Saman, thanks so much for subscribing to the channel, my friend. Really and truly appreciate your support. Blessings every time. You understand? And thing, she said the stream them nice and she know me have to focus on my screen, for monitor everything. But me for looking at the camera more times. So Empress, that look at your one. Big up yourself. So peeps, you know, as we say Jamaica is not a real place and people vex. Like, boy, I mean I know still. So, most things we are going on in the country now, movie settings like. You understand? You see them things when you watch your TV. You see? And thing. That's what I go on. So, you know, Mullines Road hostage situation ends with surrender of gunmen to police. Hollywood style. So, there were dramatic scenes at the corner of Seaward Drive and Mullines Road in St. Andrew on Monday night last. Zane. During a lengthy standoff between the police and gunmen at a lottery outlet, so the man them gamble and lose. It is reported that shortly after 8 p.m., the gunmen were attempting to rob the establishment when an alarm was raised. The gunmen were trapped inside by a police team which had rushed to the scene. And I must, before me even go any further, big up to the police team that responded to this incident. You understand what I say? Sean J 110, thanks for subscribing, my friend. Really and truly appreciate the support. You understand what I say? So the man them got gamble and them lose, brother. The police unit that dealt with this situation would have been most professional. You understand? I know some people that say, yo, the gunman them should end dead and thing. But it was good that a hostage situation was de-escalated and resolved without any gunfire being exchanged and anybody sustaining injuries or there was any fatality. So big up to the security forces in that something there. You understand? For the people when I say cockpit, we soon that we had done the stream, but now we're on the still, we have a whole heap of things to talk about the cockpit country. Because Noranda backside Jamaica has been flexing their muscle on social media. So we run in upon them. So we had a exchange, so we got to talk about that. Plus there's a demonstration planned for Tuesday. We soon talk about that. Don't move. Miss Claudette Kerr, good evening, mommy. How are you? Really and truly appreciate the contribution, my friend. You understand? And the continued support. Blessings every time. Zane, for the people, more people are subscribed. I now say the name. The person who just subscribed, big up yourself. Yeah, I need to increase the size of that in the future. Big up to the persons who are subscribing. Subscription hot tonight. You understand what I say? It's like some people come across and I say, yo, I saw teach them the dance. You understand? Big up yourself. Ladies, they may talk, you know, because I don't want to stay. But watch it out, piece. Fun and joke aside. Delante old for a go on. Long time I don't see the money now. So you know, peeps. It is reported that shortly after 8 p.m., the gunmen were attempting to rob the establishment when an alarm was raised. The gunmen were trapped inside by a police team which had rushed to the scene. Yeah? For several hours, the drama unfolded as the two gunmen held persons hostage. Well, hostage, I suppose that's a pronunciation. Inside the establishment. A heavy detachment of police was deployed to the scene and they were coordinated by Senior Superintendent Maurice Robinson. He was the lead negotiator, who is the acting head of the Area 4 Police Division. Yeah, so he also had the support of the Special Weapons and Tactical Team, SWAT. So a large crowd had gathered beyond police barriers and cops waited for hours for the gunmen to exit the premises. So shortly before midnight, remember about 8:30 them running from the place, you know. Shortly before midnight, they emerged from the building and were immediately taken into custody. So it is still unclear how many hostages were held by the gunmen. So the police have also reported that a third man has been taken into custody in connection with the hostage situation. I do not know how he came to be arrested. I don't know if he was a getaway driver or something, or the two men with them all start sing and them something there. And thing, additionally, the police say a .38 revolver containing 6 rounds of ammunition, which they say was used in the attempted robbery and hostage holdup, was seized the following morning. So they say the seizure was made approximately 10:50 a.m. on Tuesday morning, following a search of the building by the members of the Caribbean Search Center and cops assigned to the St. Andrew Central Police Division. And the gun, the police say, was found behind a toilet inside a bathroom. So the man them hide off the gun with the intention say eventually them are going to either send somebody go for it or them are going to pick it up themselves if them get bail. You understand? So well done to the police team. They would have handled this situation. I do not know why the gun was not found the night, same Monday night, but better late than never. You understand? I must say again, credit to Superintendent Morris and this team for their sterling work and professional execution and resolving a situation that could have ended very badly. You understand what I say? This is the thing, you know, peeps. Hostage situation. You understand? But I don't know. I don't know, Rasta. I don't know. So, peeps, we have been unfortunately having to deal with the situation recently where an 11-year-old Holy Trinity High School girl was shot accidentally while on her way home from school along Waltham Park Road recently. Initial reports was that she would have died, and it was eventually revealed that that was not the case. And she is still in hospital. So 11-year-old Waltham gunshot victim awakes from coma. The 11-year-old girl who was shot in the head by gunmen on Waltham Park Road in St. Andrew 2 Fridays ago has come out of a coma, which was caused by the injuries she sustained. So the child would have emerged from her comatose state on Wednesday. She's now listed as being in stable condition in hospital, and I'm really and truly thankful for that. You understand what I say? As I said in previous streams, I hope that her face is not disfigured, because all indications is that she was shot in the mouth and somewhere near her ear. You understand? Accidentally by one man, we a shoot after one man. So when him squeeze the trigger, the weapon did not fire immediately. And the other man run. The schoolgirl was in the vicinity. The gun then had a delayed explosion, which unfortunately caught the young lady. It shouldn't explode and lick off the man's head with that having her hand. He though would have been apprehended by police and is in the custody of the police. Them still look for the next man, so I don't know. You understand what I say? So we hope that the young lady will pull through Zane and thing. Our children are still under attack. See, I did a video about that recently. I know as people goes, many dislikes around the video. So I don't know what to do for please people. So I'm going to try to please people. I just create some content where me feel strongly about, and you understand, well-thinking supporters of the channel will always watch. You understand? They may not always agree, but they will watch. But yeah, some people like, no matter what the topic is, no matter the situation, some persons are just, I don't know, people will be people. You understand? Ah, boy. Cousin and cousin reportedly boil deadly soup. 2 fatalities out west. You know, they say cousin and cousin boil good soup like. But that one ain't no good like. I soon tell you know what go on. Big up to the persons who are watching on Facebook. Big up to the persons who are watching on Twitter. Big up to the YouTube family. You know what I think? You understand? The Facebook comments, I not really see them now because I realize when I open up Facebook, the stream kind of get buggy. You understand what I say? And things, so I go and all out. But big up on yourself. I know I pre the thing. Manners. The Constabulary Communications Unit, CCU, which is the police information arm, has confirmed that a man who reportedly stood and watched his cousin strangle the mother of his... Voila, I read this again. The CCU, Zane, has confirmed that a man who reportedly stood and watched his cousin strangle the mother of his child. So let me say that again though. Yeah, so I'm not confused more. So one cousin stand up and watch film cousin strangle him own baby mother. You understand? I hope you don't get that. Zane. And then now the cousin was stood and watch later help his cousin to dispose of the woman's body. You understand? The cousin now was stand up and watch. I'm confused slightly. Zane and help him next cousin who killed the woman already, dispose of the body, has also killed himself. You have to take bad things with joke. You understand what I say? The deceased woman has been identified as 36-year-old Suzette Reid of Whitthorne in Westmoreland. Yeah? So the man who is believed to have later taken his own life is 44-year-old Basil Fisher, also called Pancho, of Roehampton in St. James. He is believed to have ingested poison. So reports are that Fisher ingested the substance after he heard that the relative who reportedly committed the murder confessed to the police and gave details about his alleged involvement. Fisher died in the Cornwall Regional Hospital on Thursday after reportedly consuming the substance on Monday. Him live long. Reports are that Fisher's cousin, 40-year-old Jaconia Dixon, what her name, also of Roehampton District, cracked under pressure of being interrogated by the police and confessed that he had murdered his child's mother. The police reported that Reid was at home with Dixon when an argument developed. Further reports are that Dixon attacked and strangled Reid. Allegations are that shortly after the incident, Dixon asked Fisher to assist him to dispose of Reid's body. Me not help you, brother. You understand? The police report, as a matter of fact, I call the police myself. The police reported that Dixon confessed to having borrowed a friend's car and allegedly asking Fisher to assist him in disposing of the body. Reports are also that Dixon told investigators about the alleged involvement of Fisher in the incident. Upon learning that his cousin had confessed, Fisher reportedly panicked and drank the poisonous substance. Dixon is expected to be charged soon. Ah boy. I could move on here, so can night come. And we have a lot of things we dealt with in the night. You see? Man of unsound mind who was recently suspected of a sex crime shot dead. A man who was said to be of unsound mind was shot and killed by unknown assailants in his community in Trelawney on Friday night. The deceased has been identified as Jason Graham, who hailed from the racecourse community in the parish capital of Falmouth. While investigators probe the development, a recent incident which reportedly involved the now deceased man will likely come up for contemplation. Reports are that about 9:30 p.m., residents heard gunshots and summoned the police to a section of racecourse. On their arrival, the police saw Graham suffering from gunshot wounds. He was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Now, about 2 weeks earlier, Graham was taken into police custody after he was accused of breaking into a house in his community where he reportedly attempted to sexually assault a female. He was subsequently released after the complainant failed to formally identify him. So the killing on Friday is being investigated by detectives from the Falmouth Criminal Investigation Branch. That one look like somebody take the line of them own, you understand? But before I go any further, back to the cousin situation. No, this man, not the one who killed himself, the one who killed his baby mother. So, I don't know how many children them have together. But, this man now has robbed his child or children of both parents. He will now be in prison for a while and the child's mother is dead. So, in one fell swoop, Zane, Ruth Daly saying they have 3 children together. See, in one fell swoop, these children are almost orphans, ain't it? Because of what? I don't get it. You understand what I say? And peeps, one more thing before I go on, because you know what thing go, we're a teacher in a real life, you know, so we observe on. I realize when I stream later on a Sunday, the number of persons in the stream is greater. So last week I started streaming 8 o'clock, this week I started streaming 7:30. And I am realizing that the number of persons who view the stream when I stream later on a Sunday evening is greater than when I stream at 5:30. So I don't know what that means. I don't do it for homework and tell me what I think you mean. You understand? So peeps, you know Senton is my place. You understand? But Senton is becoming a waste. You understand? The Garden Parish is becoming woodland settings like. And murders have been plentiful in recent times. Robberies, rapes, all manner of crap. You understand? Miss Sophia Kobe said the pitney ain't gone to bed. Tash, say I get it already. We are stay up later. You see, I tell her that's why I want to come to school and it's a brilliant youths. You understand? I think I'm going to start stream about 7:30 on a Sunday as well. So Friday 7:30, Sunday 7:30. It makes sense. You have to know what you do. If you run a business and peak hours one time, you have to keep your shop open. Then you can't lock your shop on people want goods. Then you're not going to make no money. You understand what I say? So, we see a situation now where Senton is being, I don't know, overrun by madness, sadness. You understand? We see now where another resident of the parish, another citizen of the parish, latest trend, watching from Anguilla, say good night. Okay, my friend, good night. Good night, latest trend. Really and truly appreciate the support. And all the persons watching from the Caribbean, big up on yourself. You know what the thing go. You understand? So now, peeps, this relatively young attorney, there is conflicting reports as to her age. In an interview in 2017, she stated her age. She stated that her age was 27 at the time, so that would make her 29 now. But the JCF has reported that she's 31. Irrespective of what her age is, it's another sad situation. You understand? Female lawyer shot dead in Orchard. So this was the video that I struggled to do yesterday with the information that I had. So there were a few inconsistent inaccuracies in that video. I would have sought to have them corrected in another video that I did today. So my apologies for any discomfort that I would have caused with the first video if the information was in fact incorrect. You understand? So the second video would have been an attempt to sort out them something. So my sincere apologies if I would have said anything that was not the case. You understand? So now, while the brutal killing of the promising attorney, Sasha K. Fairclough, has shocked, in particular, the parishes of St. Anne and St. James, where she practiced legally. The police have no leads yet into the murder, nor has a motive been established. So, 29-year-old Fairclough, I said some sources of her as 31, was shot dead as she drove her car in the Brook Green area of the northern resort town of Orchard on Friday evening, September 13. So reports are that she had just turned off Milford Road and would have been on the road now that leads to her housing development, which is Brook Green and thing. So she would have been pounced upon by gunmen who opened fire, hitting her. Initial reports said she would have died on the spot. Subsequent reports have suggested that she died while undergoing treatment at hospital. Other reports also said that she was the mother was a driver. Other reports are saying that she was a driver. So the reality is that a few things, but not 100% sure on. I am leaning towards believing that she was the actual driver and not the mother. But I suppose somebody from the police force can confirm if there's anybody inside watching or anybody who close to her or stuff. You understand? I will soon start about a few of the speculation, because we need to be careful too. So now, her mother, who was a passenger in the vehicle, as I'm not sure about that part there, was also shot and has been admitted to hospital in serious but stable condition. Police sources confirmed. So initial reports are that a car drove up alongside the vehicle which Fairclough and her mother were traveling in, and armed men started firing into the vehicle, hitting Fairclough in the upper body and leg. Police said that Fairclough's mother was shot in the abdomen. Yeah, so these are pictures of the vehicle that was shot up and thing. So police sources said that the incident had all the ingredients of a contract style killing, but insisted that it was too early to conclude that. We are continuing our investigation. So far, we have no leads, but we will stop at nothing to apprehend the attackers. A senior member of the JCF said, who is close to the investigation, I suppose. Nothing clear has emerged so far. And as usual, you hear a lot of people speculating about all kinds of things, ranging from personal stuff and even politics was mentioned. But there is nothing to suggest such a link. The senior officer continued. So now, peeps, before I go any further, the young lady, the lawyer, is the granddaughter or great-grand. I think is the granddaughter of one of the founding fathers of the People's National Party. I don't remember what is Mr. Fairclough's first name. Many persons actually credit him with the genesis of the PNP, but you know, Norman Manley would have gotten all the plaudits and the recognition and stuff. So that is that. She has been practicing law for a little bit. Should have also practiced in the United Kingdom. She practices real estate or property law and some other things. Let me give you a little thing. So she now was an employee at the Murray and Tucker law firm, where she was listed as a barrister and attorney at law who practiced general civil and criminal litigation, real estate or property law and commercial litigation. So it's really and truly sad. I cannot say what would have led to someone wanting to murder the attorney. I cannot say why she was killed. You know, persons are suggesting things. You understand? We don't want to really work that way there, Zane. But the reality is that in Jamaica, it could be any number of things. It could be a myriad of things. You understand? It could be work related. It could be any number of things. It could be something in the past. It could be relationship. It could be, we don't know. So we have to be careful of the things that we say and the fingers that we point. Allow the police to do their jobs. Seeing some persons soon hear a voicemail come out. Well, make we say you're gonna Craig. Seeing so I could go on all out and hopefully the police will be able to make some headways and cover some grounds in the investigation, and the person or persons responsible will be made to face the full brunt of the law. You understand what I say? It is always easy to get up and to speculate and to make allegations and them something there. But we have to be careful there, sir. Because when you raise an allegation, it means that somebody else's reputation is being challenged and is placed on the line. So we have to be careful. You understand what I say? So you know the thing go. You know the thing go. So peeps, we just have to be careful. You see me? And them something there. Sad though. Young, educated, productive member of the society, life is just taken like that. You know what I mean? And things. So, I don't know. We have to just be careful here, peeps. And then we can't even be too careful. You understand? And them something there. Yeah, don't follow, but then people can point the finger at the wrong people. You see me I say? And them thing there. So, we have to be careful of the things that we say. You know them things. Yeah. We are not lawyer, not security, not police officers. You understand? So we just have to be careful. It's always easy to get up and say some things. You understand? But more lawyers added to the number of lawyers who would have been murdered in the not so far past, I suppose. You understand? The teachers, a few doctors, a few nurses, all productive members of the society. And we keep losing them left, right, and center. So, you know what thing go. I don't know. Bearer robbed and security guard shot and injured in St. Elizabeth. So, the St. Elizabeth, if a lawyer or judge gets shot, I would think that it was planned. You understand? You know, brother, anything possible. Jalen Thompson, thanks for the subscription, my friend. Really and truly appreciate that. Blessings every time. So now, the St. Elizabeth police are on the hunt for men who held up and robbed a bearer of a sum of cash and several checks in the parish on Monday. So a security guard who was accompanying the bearer was shot and wounded in the incident. A total of $100,000 in cash and the checks amounting to $3 million were stolen, but then them can't cash a check them no more. Initial reports are that about 11 a.m., the security guard was walking along School Road in Black River with the bearer of a supermarket en route to a bank to make lodgements. Why would a bearer be walking? Why would a security guard be accompanying a bearer on foot with money to go lodge in a bank? When they were then pounced upon by men traveling in a Toyota Axia motor car. See, you know them say, you drive Axia if you Empress that Axia. It is further reported that one man, armed with a firearm, alighted from the vehicle and demanded the bags that contained the money. After receiving the bags, the robbers shot the security guard in the leg before escaping with the valuables in the motor car. Ah boy. The police were alerted and the guard taken to hospital for treatment. His injury is not considered to be serious. It is the latest in a series of robberies to rock St. Elizabeth since the start of the year. Something about that little robbery sitting here. You understand? Something about it, son. Son. You understand? First thing first. Why would I be employing a security guard to walk beside a beer up on the middle road with my money for go one bank? Then that don't make no sense to me in the first place. Then say you know, one ask you drive up, security guard get shot in him foot, man demand bag, and everything good. Like, you know what I mean? Something mean or something. Something mean or something. But make me say it go still. Them say time junk, but time no fool. I could be wrong, but right now you want to look like something mean or something. You understand? Big up to the viewers over on Facebook and Twitter. Blessings to the YouTube family. You know what I think of. 20-year-old man charged with murder and a string of other serious offenses. Yeah? A 20-year-old man who was on the run for several months. Yeah, what kind of year-old? 20-year-old man. In relation to the killing of a 56-year-old man and the injuring of 5 other persons, including a 6-year-old boy, has now been apprehended and charged by the police. The suspect is Dane Delap, otherwise called Cuz, of 3 Miles River in Westmoreland. He was held during an operation on September 7th, the police reported. Reports from the Savannah Lamar police are that about 5:05 p.m. on April the 1st, this year, a man opened gunfire at a crowd of people along Great George's Street in Westmoreland. When the shooting stopped, 4 persons, including a 6-year-old boy, were seen with gunshot wounds. The police were summoned, and the injured persons were taken to hospital, where Anthony Tomlinson, otherwise called Fowler, a taxi operator of Burnt Savannah district in Westmoreland, was pronounced dead. The child and one of the men were admitted in stable condition, and the other 2 injured persons were treated and released. A 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 1 9mm cartridge was found at the crime scene and seized by the police. Who for gun that? On September 7th, at about 11 a.m., the police, acting on information, carried out an operation on Seaton Crescent in Westmoreland, where Tomlinson was taken into custody. He was questioned in the presence of his attorney on Monday, September 9th, and subsequently charged for the offenses of murder, 4 counts of wounding with intent, illegal possession of firearm, and illegal possession of ammunition. Arrangements are now being made for his court appearance, where there's a 9 out of 10 chance that he will be granted bail. You understand? 20-year-old. Ain't it? 20-year-old. Well done to the police officers. You understand? Well done. Because we're going a hard time from time to time. But well done. Well done. Olympic Gardens. Area leader injured in gun attack. A man regarded as an area leader in Olympic Garden was shot and injured Wednesday at the intersection of Mullines Road and Washington Boulevard in St. Andrew, igniting fears of a bloody gang war in the community. Philly Blacks was shot in his shoulder and taken to the hospital. So a lot of shots were fired at his car, which is now at the Hunts Bay police station. A few hours later, there was a shooting at Henderson Avenue. A man was shot. We don't know if it is a reprisal shooting, police said. There is currently a state of emergency in the St. Andrew South Police Division to combat the surge of criminality and gang violence in the area. So the division spans some of the Prime Minister's own West Central St. Andrew constituencies, such as Olympic Gardens. Why? That is an interesting line in an article. You understand? So, Olympic Gardens and them place are part of the Prime Minister constituency. You understand? So, if we have a situation where the Prime Minister can ensure peace in our own constituency and residents' safety, then how then shall he provide that for the entire country? It's just a question. This is just a question from the DJ. Question. I saw Olympic Gardens there. Question. Now the same man run it run JA. Run the crypto keeper. Blessings family. Manners and respect for the support and contribution. You know what I think? You understand? The man can control everybody. Saying, blessings for the subscription. Also, Miss Kerry J, I don't necessarily know why you seem upset by the statement still, but that's ask a simple question. You understand? I don't expect the man to control everybody, but Olympic Gardens have had a reputation for donkey years. You understand what I say? And the reality is that if you are the premier of the country, then you then really want to lead by example and show the people them what you really want for the country. You understand? So whatever means necessary should have been implemented in the constituency of the Prime Minister for it to be a model constituency. That is just me. If I was ever the Prime Minister of this country, my constituency would be a model constituency. My constituency would be the constituency where all of the constituency would want to model. My constituency would have the best roads in our country. You then sound, you understand, like a politics per se. But then you then be MP before you become Prime Minister, so you then do the work. Zane, remember, you know, as member of Parliament, you know, you represent the people, you know. So if you can control, it's just like you have a principal in our school. If before the principal became principal and was a classroom teacher and that principal can't control, now the classroom control, then how can that person control an entire school population when they become principal? I am just asking questions. You understand what I say? If before the principal became principal and was a classroom teacher and had difficulties and challenges managing his or her classrooms, how then will that individual be able now to manage an entire school population? Just a question. You understand? So, we don't need to take no offense, really and truly. We just need to say, teach, question, me can't answer it or me want to answer it. We don't expect you have to control everybody. So, the teacher won't be able to have full control over every single student. But you need to know, say, when me come a class, and me run my class, you need to know, say, I'm my class. So, when you leave my class, then you can do what you want to, but in my class is one other. Like, you understand? But then now, you are pressing to become a principal, to take on the leadership of an entire institution. So, if you can control one classroom or a few class, then how shall you control a school? If you really and truly can control your constituency, how then can you control a country? That is a question where we need to ask. You understand what I say? So, when we ask questions, we don't care who the guy is. We just ask some questions. Many persons take offense from questions, but a question is just a question. You understand? Then provide with the answers. Yeah, so we stop asking questions. I don't know, but I just my thing upon the thing that still. Guys are prolific. Teach them, very uplifting program. Manners and respect in the family. You see, I just my little thing that still. You understand? You have to dance a yard before you can dance abroad. So, Olympic Gardens here leader injured in Jamaica, in gun attack. You understand? Auntie. Teach you answer the question, the bro. Answer it, man. Zane, one love family say hit the like button. So I come move on, peeps. As we said, night I come. You know already, they can control the country if they can control the country if they want. J Inland, so they can control it if they want. You feel so, Jayla, let me get the name right. J Inland, is an interesting statement that to you, brother. You see, it's an interesting statement that. And this is not just about this Prime Minister. You understand me? I say, when Portia was Prime Minister, all of Pinland and Delacree and all of them place there in a chaos said way. You feel what me I say? So it's not no one thing. You understand? When Eddie was Prime Minister, all of West Kingston is, I mean, come on. You feel it? So it's not no one thing. So my question is gonna, it's just a question. Paul Young, they can if they really wanted to. Yeah, interesting. Teach what go on for wanted man from Cambridge. I don't know, you know. You understand? I guess him still wanted because I don't think animate. You know what I think? So I guess he's still on the run. I think gonna probably refer to Pricky boy. Teenage crash victim found with gun while being treated at hospital. A teenager who was reportedly found with an illegal firearm in his waistband while he was undergoing treatment at a hospital in Westmoreland has been charged for 2 gun-related offences. Reports are that the teen, whose name is being withheld because of his age, was taken to the Savannah Lamar Public Hospital for treatment following a motor vehicle crash in the parish in August. Allegations are that a member of the medical staff at the hospital discovered the firearm while the patient was being treated. The gun, a single-action Browning 9mm pistol with 8 rounds of ammunition, was taken from the teenager. The police were summoned and the firearm was handed over to them. The teen has since been charged with illegal possession of firearm and illegal possession of ammunition. His court date is to be announced shortly, the police said. So you know, say my grandmother used to tell me a thing. Say a stitch in time saves 9. So this look at you now, you know. Whoa. It has a video held bad. Peeps, if a stream crash, do not leave. That's the one thing I need to tell you. Something wrong, I don't know what go on. As soon as I start about politicians, the stream quality normally drop. I don't know why. You understand? So if a stream crash, do not leave. I will get the stream up and running as quickly as possible. Be patient. We don't have this dirty habit. But as my stream health don't look so good still. But we are going to fight it. You understand? It's like it's sick like. You understand? So I don't know. I mean, if you stop talking about a politician them, if you have a peaceful life. You see? So it's still a go on still. So make we see if we forward back up. You see? Peeps, what I say, I said person. If a stream crash, do not leave. Just be patient. Yeah? Because someone knows a stream crash, you know, gone. You know if you come check your car if anybody injured in your car, and it just gone if it crash. Ready or no, peeps? Teach, a young lady was killed over here Monday morning, and she and this lady look alike. Where's that latest trends? What that? So you know, peeps, this is a story that we would have been talking about in recent times. We know that Finna say algorithm. See, we know that me need to start get my one hit now. That one of them next move that. I don't know. You see me? This lady, former teacher at the Bishop Gibson High School, Miss Carolyn Davis Campbell, who was shot and killed in August. Her husband was charged recently. He has now been offered bail. So the situation is that husband of murdered Manchester teacher charged. So the police have now charged Gregory Campbell with the murder of his wife, Carolyn Davis Campbell. Yeah? Miss Davis Campbell, a teacher at the Bishop Gibson High School, was fatally shot at her home in Manchester 2 months ago. Superintendent Wayne Cameron, head of the Manchester Police, said Mr. Campbell was charged Thursday afternoon. He is to appear in the Manchester, well, he would have appeared in the Manchester Parish Court on Friday. So, Miss Davis Campbell's husband was taken into custody last Tuesday, and the teacher was shot by a gunman who invaded her home in Melrose Mews on July the 10th. So, Mr. Campbell, who was also at the house, was not injured. Superintendent Cameron noted that Mr. Campbell was charged because of inconsistencies in his statements following his wife's death. See? I don't know why. Oh, why? Convinced them to chat with me internet, you know. Big woman thing. You understand? Stream a go on well until, why may I tell her? Babylon wrong. Bobby wrong. Westmoreland man charged with murder. Oh, we talk about him already. We need to move on. So we had also spoke about, and peeps, it look like this, it is very, I don't know, like it a stutter and a buffer and it's smooth and them something. All the stream look on phone side, I think. You understand? And I like nothing else I use in the house, the internet, I just stream it a focus on it now. Miss Alicia, Chanel Augusta, good night, very informative. Thanks so much, Empress, really and truly I appreciate the kind words. And things. So there was a case where a child was taken to get a checkup, Zane, where so them a say streamer come through good. So I don't know what I go on in a dance crosses, but you know look so good with crosses. You understand? Alright, peace. So no big up on yourself. Good evening, Auntie. How are you? So if I say you are a sort of jerking. Nah, really jerk, so let me score me, but you understand if you say so. Sorry guys. Miss Stevenson says it's okay. Alright, so I can move on. I'm sure I know me freeze up on my screen, so I don't know where I go on. But until then, you understand, all the position Satan in here. So the mother had taken her child to get a medical checkup because the mother suspected that the child was sexually active. However, she bring her to a doctor, the child is a minor, and she allowed the child alone to be in the room with the doctor. So apparently it is alleged that the doctor sexually assaulted her. So police set up measures to ensure medical doctor accused of rape is unable to flee the country. So the St. Catherine South Police have put measures in place to prevent the Portmore-based medical doctor accused of raping a 15-year-old girl last month from fleeing the country. The doctor has reportedly been in hiding since the girl's mother reported the alleged incident to the police. Superintendent Rex Swearing, acting head of the St. Catherine South Police, has said all ports of exits are being monitored. Superintendent Swearing said the police are waiting to collect another statement from the child in order to strengthen their case. You understand? It is understood that the girl's mother, who suspected her of being sexually active, took her to the doctor to be examined. It is alleged that during the examination, the doctor sexually assaulted her. It is also in the media that said doctor has had previous sex charges laid against him. In the meantime, Superintendent Swearing denied an allegation from the child's mother that the police alerted the doctor after she gave her report. The mother said she was contacted by the doctor shortly after she filed a criminal complaint at the station on August 28. She said since that call, the family has been living in fear. However, Superintendent Swearing distanced the police from any contact the doctor may have made with the family. At this stage, I am saying that neither the investigator nor the management of the St. Catherine South Division tipped off the doctor or caused the doctor to call the mother the doctor. He noted that the accused was the personal doctor of the child's mother. Therefore, it is possible that he had access to her contact information. See? Like, me really and truly not understand how the mother do that still, because I don't know. I just not see through that one there still. But and thing. So you know, I think Monday. What go on there, sir? Peace, me can't find what on there. Something go on. The whole of my stream thing disappear. Where is it? No, I've never seen this before. Hold on the peeps. Strange things are happening. Strange. What go on there, sir? I can't see my screen. Yo. No, do. So. Me I go on stream, you know, peeps. Me I go on stream. In the name of the Lord. Peeps, you see like the screen where I see everything and I can transition and move and change my background or something gone. Like, boy, I don't know you, sir. You understand? Satan Chang, you know. You know, everybody life and me one, you know. Well, we can move on. I think Monday was International World Suicide Day. You understand? And thing. So now, I came across an article. I mean, we have discussed this before. And thing. Something there, it's great to see if I use lime and run across this. Like, I don't know what just happened to the screen. I tell you the truth, oh God love. You understand? I see what I go on over here, so. Good evening again to the persons who are watching on Facebook. Big up on yourself. Twitter said speed. Big up to the YouTube family. So I could get up and running before that stream do so. Jamaican men outnumber women 11-1 in suicides. While the topic is difficult for most, experts believe the methods and risk factors of suicide have to be discussed if the country is to see a fall in the number of persons who kill themselves annually. According to police data, 61 people committed suicide in Jamaica last year. Of that number, 56 were males and 5 females. So 66 men killed themselves last year, 5 females. St. Ann was listed as the police division with the highest number of reported suicides for 2018. So Miss Augustus is watching from Maryland. Thanks for your support, Miss Augustus. Really and truly appreciate it. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Ah boy. Hanging is what is most common. Majority of those in Jamaica die by hanging. In the context, well, we don't need to forget this. You understand? So the long and short of the story, I now go in detail another one here. Zane, Miss Anne-Marie Blagrove is watching from the UK and she say it is good. You understand? Plus me, boy, I don't know. But I don't fight it. I go on all out. So you know, peeps, the long and short of the story is that as men, we need to be able to hold out. You understand? I know we don't really talk much. I know we keep our emotions them pent up and bottled up inside of us. You understand? But that is a recipe for disaster. And we have to be careful of how we keep these things inside, bottled up, because you know them say pressure bust pipe. You understand? We are not the most emotional gender. We don't share our feelings readily. You understand? We keep things and stuff, and many a time our feel safe is to take our own lives, and in some instances will also take the lives of the persons close to us, the persons who we profess that we love and respect and care for. You understand? So we need to be careful as men. You understand? We need to be a little bit more at ease in sharing our feelings. You understand? Because at the end of the day, we not help nobody when we sit down and think there's something there can make my beard grow. I don't know when AJ mind that my barber normally tell me to use black castor oil in my earphone. Because when I was a little boy, I used to make them party Adidas sign here, so. And it thin out my earphone. You understand? But it smells bad, yeah, so I don't really use it. So you can try it still. And my barber say it work. Share with you. Somebody, you must have a friend, Chad. You understand? You must have a brethren, you must have a brother, you must have a sister or an auntie or your mother. Somebody you know say, man just ear transplant. Jailer just gonna do a ear transplant. You see me, Chad? There must be somebody, each man having a them life for them can talk to. Zine? There must be a person where you can talk to. Teacher stream is buffering, watching from the US. Good evening, Miss Lydia Lopez. Yes, I'm having some internet issues. We were fine all along, and all of a sudden, everything started go AY. I'm gonna know what the problem. You understand? So, and I have no family. I'm not trust man. You must have a friend with a female chat. You understand what I say? So you know a thing. Which child is a beard growth? As I said, try the black castor oil. Try the black castor oil. You understand? And see how it work out. So peeps, I come move on now, cause as me I say night I come. Just run through some things before we deal with the things that we really want to deal with. Trelawney down to one fire truck. How one whole big old parish have one fire truck. And as one minister of security crash one per year, he get the next one the next day. And when Wheatley crash film one, he get the next one the next day. You understand? How come one big old parish of Trelawney, tourist resort and all, Zine, we have people pay tax to the Trelawney Municipal Corporation. And there's only one fire truck to service the whole of Trelawney. How did we get here? The Falmouth Fire Station is such facility in Trelawney. And how come a whole parish can only have one fire station? Me don't get them things here. Me don't get them things here. When man cannot pay them helper how much $1 million and them driver how much $1 million and them chef how much $1 million and then gardener and them people there. You understand what I say? And big old Trelawney. And them things here the government should not try to fix up Trelawney. Yet still them want to dig out the heart of Trelawney. You see me I talk about? Me say if you see what I'm talking about. So now, the Falmouth Fire Station, the only such facility in Trelawney, which has more than 33,000 homes and a number of large hotels, is woefully short of resources to effectively respond to emergencies across the entire parish. You understand what I say? That don't make no sense. So back for the 2007 ICC World Cup, them did have one state of the art thing, $100 million place where them did have 2 fire stations and 1 ambulance. But no, none of them don't look like them are right. Me don't understand. But when I say the people them need for do the right thing. You understand? Go fix up the fire station them not Trelawney and stop both to the one man cockpit country. I want man. You understand? Peace, me don't know I'm to the stream all of a sudden. Me I tell you the God Almighty truth. Like everything was so smooth. But that's one big old green light say your stream health is good and all of a sudden we drop from good to sick. You understand? So I don't know. And then there are also other issues with boy I don't know yeah man. I could just continue until if it ain't broke don't fix it. So you know peace, we share a video recently. I know me delete a video there because the Associated Press claims that me use one clip where them claim content ID pan. Them never copyrights right the channel. Well, thankfully for that. I delete the video because I don't really want none of them things upon my thing neither. You see? So, I delete that video. The video did go on good thing about 50,000 views. But you never did make the money neither. So, you understand? If you don't make dollars, it don't make sense. So, we talk about the situation where an informant in Dudus criminal case who has been fighting deportation to Jamaica, he has been granted bail. So, bail offered to Jamaican man fighting deportation after helping US authorities to convict Dudus. The undocumented Jamaican man who is fighting deportation after helping the United States authorities to convict drug kingpin Christopher Dudus Cook has been offered bail, according to a report by the New York Daily News. However, it is unclear if the convicted drug dealer, identified in court documents only as Sean B., can afford the US $25,000 bail offer. You understand? And thing. So now, while the court acknowledges that there's a serious criminal history here, well, before we get there, according to report, an immigration judge during a hearing last week, said that Sean can be released while he fights deportation. While the court acknowledges that there's a serious criminal history here, it has also been presented evidence that he has significant ties in the United States and that he has significantly assisted law enforcement, the judge said. See, so the long and short of the story is him get bail, him still fight the deportation order because they must say if him touch yard, then him thing I go lily down. You understand what I say? So, that go on. You see? Yeah, peace. I don't know what I'm going. I still don't know what I'm going. I still try to figure it out. Okay, I think I'm fine. Live broadcasting programs cancel. So what the hell? So only so I can find it back. Boom. Ah boy. Still a fight this piece. Yeah. I will continue then. Goat meat. Let me change that something here. Goat meat, you see? Good old goat meat. Feeding gangs. Criminals using any means necessary to enrich themselves. So organized gangs continue to terrorize business operators, raking in millions of dollars through extortion and theft, forcing law enforcement to re-evaluate their fight against more than 300 syndicates operating in Jamaica. So the long and short of that is that there are over 300 gangs operating in Jamaica. Please, I know the stream now. Please and thanks. I wonder if I end the stream and start it, but I don't know because we really and truly I really like what I go on there. So see me? I don't know why that now close neither. You understand? Come on. I can move on. Yeah, so a 2018 study conducted by the Jamaica Tabloid Forces National Intelligence Bureau has uncovered that gangsters aligned to the organized Klansman gang raked in more than $57 million each year from extortion, Spanish Town Bus Park and its environs, which are also common sites of shooting. At the same time, less organized criminal networks, often referred to as first-generation gangs, have pinned their survival on robberies, including predator larceny, which in Clarendon saw the theft of more than 1,000 goats last year, and in excess of 12 gang-related murders and shootings in the parish. So Clarendon, its capital Maypen, a feeding tree for criminal gangs involved in extortion, is the latest of 6 limited state of public emergencies and zones of special operations declared. So the report also pointed out that gangsters in the parish are financed by individuals residing overseas. While established criminal gangs are the main contributors to Clarendon Division murder figures, non-established or groups of 3 or more persons are also significantly contributing to the division's crime statistics. Non-established gangs are mainly involved in predial larceny and other acquisition crimes that may lead to murder, the report states. The phenomenon has contributed to at least 15 murders and 18 shootings over 2017 and 8 murders and 6 shootings in 2018. The Hales, Webb Lane and One Blood gangs are heavily involved in goat theft as a means of financing their nefarious activities. This study cited the Exeter and Milk River police areas as the most affected, accounting for 257 and 200 reported goat theft, respectively. I won't even go that in the brother. You understand me? I say, love of girls entertainment, great from the Almighty Africa, blessings family. You understand? So watch out, peeps. Some of the meat, according to the findings, is presumed to have been used between Jamaica and countries like Haiti for guns and ammunition, while some are sold to local butchers. So that go on, peeps. You understand me? I say, imagine like $57 million annually in extortion money. Over 1,000 goats being stolen by men who no want work, by men who no want to take them on ton fashion, by men who continue to sit and say nothing now go on. You understand me? I say? I don't know. Speaking about that now, peeps. Jones Spice. Criminals using surveillance to track police, their rivals, and their rivals' intelligence show. Yeah? So, let me close that thing because, but then no, I can't close it because I can't, okay. Hold on the peeps, I'm going to close and look at it. So. Boom. Get rid of that off of my screen. Yeah? Gang members are reportedly using drones to monitor the movement of their rivals, and law enforcement determined that the enhanced security measures across the island will not impede their criminal intent. I'm going to say one thing, you know, me vex, and it's a good, because why is it the Jamaican government would have left it up to criminals to be utilizing our airspace for their purpose, when the reality is that it is the JCF and the military who should be utilizing the airspace and drones to monitor criminal movements? You understand what I say? Big up yourself in the Father David and Simpson. You know, we appreciate that something there. You see, so it's a good. You understand what I say? Look how long people are say invest in a drones. Yes, the JCF have some drones, but generally them use them for make police video, them ride bike and a drive and them something there. Why is it we have a situation where, because the US sanction our airspace? That is not true, Chad. I fly my drone most places in this country. You know, you don't really fly your drone close to airports and certain security buildings, but my drone fly freely most places, so I don't know the US sanction. And many Jamaicans fly them drone recreationally and for business purposes in the country. So I don't get all the US sanction with airspace. But I could be wrong still. Now, source, hold on, ready or now? Sources within the Jamaica Constabulary Force disclosed that the revelation was made in a comprehensive investigation carried out by the NIB, National Investigative Bureau. The details of the research were recently revealed. This study examined the effectiveness of the numerous zones of special operations and SOEs implemented in several police divisions. Last year, when the island recorded more than 1,287 murders. The report noted that the gangsters in sections of West Kingston, where a zone of special operation has been underway since October of 2017 has been finding ways to elude the security forces. With globalization and the increase in technology, gangs have become more sophisticated in monitoring police activities as well as their rivals by utilizing drones. Read the report, which was completed earlier this year. This gives these gangs an advantage in accessing the whereabouts of rivals to launch attacks, as well as create a safe passage during police operations. Drones were being used by members of the Tivoli Young Generations gang in the limited state of public emergency to monitor the movement of the security forces. It continued. Additionally, they were used by criminal gangs in the Flanker and Farm Effortville communities in St. James and Clarendon Division, respectively. The report identified increased technology, familiarity of terrain, local and international funding, and the stewardship of gangs by incarcerated leaders among the major threats to gang control efforts locally. Juicy J is a smart move by the gangs. Police shouldn't have every police division, medieval station should have a few drones. You understand? All of the hotspot and the troubled areas should be under consistent surveillance. Some don't know. You understand? But you see the youth, them, you know, them sit down and them find every creative way to be involved in crime. And the youth, them can't sit down and use the same creativity and brain power to be productive citizens of this country. You understand what I say? You see the problem we have face? It's a matter of priority. See, just like how the man them can sit down and figure out how they go outsmart the security forces, the man them can sit down and figure out how they go outsmart Mr. Chin and Mr. Wang and Mr. Ken. You understand? And make some money in our country. I not say go rob them, I say outsmart. You understand? But the youth them outsmart the police because the police them not smart. And it's not even the police per se, it is the managers and administrators of the security forces. You understand? Now imagine you there yard and drone fly over your house. Say a man I look for you and know you they like and them up there. You understand? So here what got me now. A man like me soon I will get permit for fly my drone in our country. You understand? And thing. Slow down people thing. Because the criminal them come with some things again. But then why not? Because we have sat down for years saying we're trying to fight crime, and the persons we are trying to apprehend are utilizing technology to avoid and evade us. You understand what I say? Some don't get it. It's like we are so backward. These are the things that we should be focusing on and not wanting to mine out down at Chilani. Blessings, you know, love of girls entertainment. You know what thing, you know, we appreciate that in our family. You understand? So, that's an indictment on the government. We keep using taxpayers' money to keep birthday party for some man who have their money already. I buy $1,000 4-tier topsy-turvy chocolate cake and no ends of iron liquor. You understand what I say? And these are the things that we should be spending taxpayers' money to do to help to provide safety and security for us. And then we sit down and talk about say we are trying to fight crime. Fight which crime? We want look like we are trying to fight crime. We not fight no crime. Criminals now have more drones than the security forces. Where you get that from? Bill $90 million wall on a petrol. Pay a promotion company how much $1 million for I don't even know. And them there's something that we involved in. Man can wire $4 million to him employer, him help a bank account, allegedly. You understand? And them something. So right now, peeps, we're not really serious about that crime fighting thing. We only want to look like we're serious, but we're not serious. As somebody said earlier, extreme complexion good again. You understand? It has say green. Stream is in good health. You understand? Alright. Good. God is good. So, I hope the people them who have been elected and employed to administer over the affairs of this country do less talking and more action. The amount of waste of money we spend in this country are the crap pan politics, pan vehicles, pan houses, in our own pocket. Every police division should have a few drones. You understand? We should have a fingerprint database already in this country. We should have high-speed cameras at stoplights for take license plate down by people who are do crap in them vehicle. You understand? So, you know, me I go beat them bad in our video, you know. So Jamaica is at a real place. So no hold on. Like you don't like you when me talk. You understand? Speaking about corruption, you see? Hey, whoa. This gentleman on screen, Dr. Fritz Pinnock, has been on voluntary leave for a while now. He would have sought extension. The acting Minister of Education, Carl Samuda, would have said that he would have been resuming his duty come this week. But it not gonna happen yet. Fritz Pinnock extends leave until corruption probe is complete. Crime Minister, big up. President of the Caribbean Maritime University, Dr. Fritz Pinnock, has had his voluntary leave of absence extended until the investigation into the affairs of the Kingston-based institution have been completed. Pinnock, who was scheduled to return to work on Monday, first went on 6 weeks leave, effective the 5th of July. One next man I run off a thing. Pinnock took leave amid ongoing corruption investigation involving former Minister of Education, Ruel Reid, and the Education Ministry and the university there. You understand? So it's a whole heap of things that go on. So right now, I don't know what them take so long to complete this probe, yeah? You understand? FID did say them do want some more time and all sort of things. So I don't know why it takes so long. But Alidan say who are pay him? The government. Maritime is a government university, so I suppose it's them. So I get paid for still on yard, basically. I mean I get paid for go work tomorrow morning. You see what I go on and I dance. Yeah, that's how it thing goes still. You see? One of the juices say him soon walk teach. Brother, you know, I hope say this would be a watershed moment in the country's history. But I hope say this would be a turning point where public officials who continue to plunder and misappropriate poor people's money will be made to pay for it, and an example will be made. But I hope and pray, as my father say, this is going to be one of them instances there. But right now, look at my prayer garden at in here. Because I watch what I go on, you know. It look like it a grow cool and old. You understand? Because we not hear nothing from our soul. Zine. So, we wonder how now the on payroll. We see a situation now where government senator, well, we need to reach this. We see a thing where, before, I don't know what I can't find it, look at me hiding. Where opposition senator, well, I can't remember the brother name. When I have a problem with it. I know the man name, you know. He's saying that the police should either charge Ruel Reid or exonerate him. You understand? No, man, not Basil Waite, man. Basil Waite and a senator, man. Him have want Lambert Brown, man. Thanks, Miss Grace Abel. Lambert Brown, in an article, I don't know how I do the article, I think I did have it somewhere. Zine has stated that, you know what I say, I have it right in front of me. Yeah, old age is a hell of a thing, you know. You understand? Lambert Brown has said, and you have to agree with the man, you know. You cannot disagree with the man, Panda one. I don't always agree with Lambert, but that one you can't even disagree with him, Pan. Senator calls for authorities to charge or exonerate Ruel Reid. Opposition Senator Lambert Brown has said the authorities must move to charge or exonerate former Education Minister Ruel Reid and end the delay in dealing with the case. Me agree. You understand? Mr. Reid was asked by Prime Minister Andrew Holness to resign on March 20th amid allegations of corruption at the Ministry of Education and several entities falling under his remit. Its remit. I soon talk about the next little thing, you know, because I watch him sneak in for the little thing, you know. You understand? Miss Paula Grace a teach, go into my bed, work in the morning, we'll watch the rest of the stream in the rerun. Blessings in the Empress Grey. Get some rest. I need to do that in a few too. Yeah, because night come here now, you know. Watch you now. Senator Brown noted on Friday in the Senate that there has still been no update in relation to the status of the case. Hey, the minister is entitled to be exonerated. Tell us what is the state of that investigation. It is the culture of delay that exists. People need to know. Exonerate the former minister, charge the minister. What is the situation, he questioned. So in July, the Financial Investigations Division said it was moving to complete its case file based on the DPP's recommendation. Is it on the charge the man or on the tell the man say him good? You understand? Because right now, a joke thing, Dalios, playpen, Mickey Mouse settings. You understand what I say? So, we don't know what go on because alone silence. Nobody now say nothing. So big up Lambert Brown for you talk about this said way because we have a tendency as a people to be very forgetful, you know. And as soon as we not hear a thing, then we forget about a thing. You understand? This is our next opposition senator, Dr. Sophia Longmore. She's actually also a cancer recovery success case. So that is awesome. Government senator calls for a public flogging of certain criminals. I know enough people are clapping now. Government senator Dr. Sophia Longmore wants public flogging of certain criminals. She was contributing to the Senate debate on Friday to update fines and penalties for laws falling under the Justice Ministry. Dr. Longmore made a case for harsh penalties which will work as a deterrent to lawbreakers. She argued that public embarrassment is one which works. For some of the heinous acts within our society, I am a full advocate for the brunt of the law, and we should be using what works more. Public knowledge of offenders, otherwise known as public embarrassment, works. And let me go on even further to say, some of these criminals, particularly repeat offenders of sexual crimes, especially against our children, should be publicly flogged and made known to vulnerable groups, she suggested. It is the second time in recent weeks that flogging is being proposed as a punishment for criminals. Last month, Owen Speed, president of the Jamaica Teachers Association, called for convicted pedophiles to be flogged with the cat-o'-nine, which was outlawed several years ago. You understand? So, some people are say hanging, some people are say flogging, some people are say get rid of them one way or the other. You understand what I say? Anting. So, Dr. Longmore now hold back nothing. You see? So, peeps, a few more topics then we wrap up, because we're going to wrap up with the cockpit country situation, latest situation. As I said, Noranda has taken to public, to social media, to play angels and the saviors of Jamaica. So I had to run in upon them. You understand? I make them know what time is it. We soon tell you how that go on, that exchange. No pride. Mobile Mayor shuts door on gay rights group to protect the sacredness of cultural center. Montego Bay Mayor Homer Davis says the gay rights group Montego Bay Pride will not be granted permission to use the Montego Bay Cultural Center for a series of events it is planning to stage in the Western City. Davis, who chairs the St. James Municipal Corporation, made the declaration after Councillor Charles Sinclair brought the plan to the attention at the monthly meeting of the corporation. You understand? I saw an advertisement that spoke about a DJ performing at Sam Sharp Square at the Cultural Center. I did not even see that there was such a forum planned. But I can speak now that I will not give any permission for it, Davis told councillors. I will be seeking an audience with the committee there at the center, and I will commence my own consultations with a view to reporting the outcomes, added Davis. We must not do anything to disturb the sacredness and purpose of why that building is there. People have their rights and they can do what they want to do, but you must respect other people's rights too. The Montego Bay Cultural Center, formerly the Montego Bay Civic Center, which sits on the site of the old courthouse, is a heritage building and a quiet cultural oasis in the middle of the bustle and noise of the city, providing interactive, educational entertainment and relaxation. Eh? A man say, right now, no gay pride thing in a cultural center like. You understand what I say? And thing. Teach, Noranda is very big. This I know for sure. They supply my company with aluminum. Brother, I don't want your company to get no more alumina from Noranda, Jamaica, sir. So them need to go somewhere else. I want you to keep working, Danny, but no more from Jamaica. None from Chilani. You understand? Watch out. I need to tell you no more. You understand? I have a few things in my life to say to the mayor. But I want to say, big up yourself, mayor. Everybody have to stand up for what they believe in. You understand what I say? And big up yourself. Big, bad, and brave. You understand? I guess I'm going to keep it some other place. Right now, I don't really want to read them. But the man say right now, that now going down there. Gisco, Alpart to be closed for up to 2 years. The Alpart bauxite mining plant in St. Elizabeth is to be closed for up to 2 years within the next 30 days to facilitate upgrades. Yeah? That is according to Mining Minister Robert Montague, but the minister warns the timelines are not set in stone. The plant, owned by a Chinese-based Jiquan Iron and Steel Company, Gisco, has been facing problems due to its age and falling prices on the world aluminum market. Since its reopening, it has contributed significantly to the country's GDP. But it is now failing to remain economically viable to its investors. However, Minister Montague says some of the staff, me even change that picture here. Yeah, it's a good building. May probably choose the wrong picture. Some of the staff will be retained during the closure, which is expected to mitigate some of the immediate fallout to local communities in St. Elizabeth. The minister says trade unions are now meeting with management to negotiate how many workers will be retained during the period. So that now is a nice little segue into the topic, the big topic of the day. Yeah. When you see them picture here, you know say a problem time. We are not mining bauxite in the cockpit country protected area. Noranda insists. Again, on no go with that. You understand me? I say we keep on trying to cast a shadow over the people them eye. But not mining in the cockpit country protected area. What do not plan for mine on the doorstep of the cockpit country protected area? Might as well not go over there. Noranda Bauxite is insisting that there is no bauxite mining taking place in the protected area of the cockpit country, contrary to recent reports. According to the St. Ann Bauxite Company, there have been rumors that the company is seeking to mine heritage sites such as Maroon Town and a compound. We don't put it past no. However, the company in a statement refuted the claims, describing the rumors as totally unfounded. Yeah, I'm tell you what is totally unfounded. Telling me say you're not going to mine the cockpit country protected area, but you want to mine SML 173, which is on the doorstep of the cockpit country protected area, Bridging. You understand me? I said that is what is unfounded. Noranda Bauxite respects and welcomes this declaration of a heritage protected area. The company is not and has no intention of seeking to mine bauxite in that enclosed protected area. But you know what? Noranda, hold on, me soon come to you. In order to maintain needed bauxite reserve for our long-term sustainability, we have applied for permission to mine an area outside of the protected area described as Special Mining Lease SML 173. See it up on the screen? That is the problem. See the green protected area there, and they want to mine the blue protected area. So might as well them just go mine that area there, brother. So it's like them still take we for fool. We're not mining the CCPA, but we want to lick down the walls of the CCPA. Crap. The area is some 8,335 hectares, and only 15% of it is considered for bauxite mining, the company noted. Yes, because the reality is only, you hear them say, and let me show you how them go like them smarter than people, you know. But like, don't remember the size of my head. They are saying that they are only interested in 15% of the 8,335 hectares. When the reality is that they can only mine that 15% because the rest of it are made up of hillocks, which are conical shaped hills. So what they are trying to mine now is the transition areas between these hillocks. So you have the conical shape, landforms. Then now you will have an open section or flat land between it. We call it the transition zone. So they can only essentially mine the flat area. So when they come and talk about only 15% of SML 173, they mine them for go away. Them for go away. Because the reality is that they can only mine the 15%. You understand? So they will leave the hillocks and say it's for broadleaf and for tree protection. They will not trouble it because the bauxite that they are interested in is, they call it bottom earth, bottom dirt, bottom soil. Something like that. But I remember the right terminology in my head now. So you see, them might try trick people. But me hold on them, man. Don't move. So peace and get this clear. Zine, get this clear. They are saying they will only mine 15% of SML 173. The reality is that is only what they can mine. They can't. So you see the 15% is 100% of their desired bauxite. So remember that. That 15% what them are talk about is really all of what they want. So when they say 15% of 8,335, they make it sound like, oh, it's just a small area. The reality is that 15% is the entire area of bauxite that they want to extract. So them for relax, cause people not fool like one time. Watch me now. Noranda added that if the environment impact assessment study of the area is approved, the country can be assured that the practice of responsible mining will be conducted. Mining can be responsible. The moment you start mine, you start destroy the environment. So I don't know how you're going to destroy something responsibly. With the traditional care and concern established by a company that values its long history of strong partnership with Jamaica. Clear me throat. So that's what Noranda said. No. Opposition leader Peter Phillips did a tour of, I think it's Gibraltar or Madras in St. Ann recently, touring the areas of St. Ann that Noranda has been desecrating. You understand? And Noranda now has gone on social media trying to play the Messiah role, the saviors of Jamaica. Zine, and this is why I decided to take them on. Bauxite workers expressed concern over anti-mining to PNP official. That was their thing on their Instagram page. Noranda employees yesterday pressed opposition leader Dr. Peter Phillips to clarify the party's position on the ongoing cockpit country anti-bauxite mining campaign, which they express is misrepresenting the facts and can have negative effect on their jobs and the industry. And I will go further and say that Noranda put up these workers to this. Look a stunt. The employees in a spontaneous outrun. You hear that? A lie them I tell. It planned. Met Dr. Phillips while he was on a tour of Noranda's bauxite mining area in St. Ann, on his way to a Cockpit Country Warriors public vigil scheduled for Stuart Town. Workers expressed their concerns at the support being given to the allegations that Noranda's activities will be disruptive to the Cockpit Country and the environment. They explain that SML 173 has been officially confirmed by the Government Mining Regulatory Agency as being outside of the Cockpit Country protected area. Yes, they deliberately excluded SML 173 because they want the bauxite. Common sense. Come on. People no fool again. Watch me now. They told the persons in attendance that Noranda is not mining the Cockpit Country protected area. They also expressed that the company is 100% Jamaican workers and that the livelihood of hundreds of people depend on Noranda. So me I say, no man, Noranda really take people for fool. When them tell me about that spontaneous outrun, you can't trick me. Noranda's administration organize the workers them for question the opposition leader. You can't tell me otherwise. You understand? Secondly, Noranda need to stop along with the government. But the government is Noranda and Noranda is the government anyway. Because the government won 51%. Stop tell the people them but we not mine in the Cockpit Country protected area. Because you know, and me know, and everybody know, say SML 173 was excluded from the Cockpit Country protected area because of the quality of the bauxite. Watch me now. So after they posted that message on Instagram, that post, I addressed them. So them say hundreds of people's livelihood. So I say hundreds of livelihood depend on it. Question sign. Okay, what about the thousands of livelihoods that depend on the current existence of land covered by SML 173? If the proposed mining takes place there, hashtag kiss me teeth. What about the potential biological, ecological, geological, hydrological and cultural impact that any mining in SML 173 will have on the delicate ecosystem and all lives of the residents in places like Gibraltar, Mahogany Hall, Sawyers, Alps, etc.? Look here, it's not everyone who lives in this country naive or blind, my friends. You all keep talking about the Cockpit Country protected area, yet you all wish to decimate areas a stone's throw from this so-called boundary, then trying to play the victims here. Hashtag shake me head. They replied. So Noranda, in replying to my comment, says, we had many consultations with environmental groups, community members, where we discussed the areas to be mined. Also note that only 15% of SML 173 is being proposed to be mined, and this falls outside the Cockpit Country protected area. Noranda employs 800 persons, which impact approximately 4,000 persons. We help communities in areas of education, agriculture, environment, sports and community development in different projects. We are willing to speak more in depth with you. Email us and provide us with your contact details. So, one brother give me him email address. Alright, so you know, say, you will not run in upon people. Listen me now, me reply back to this comment here. It does not matter if it is 1% or 15% of SML 173. It should not be mined. And the thing that hurt me is that SML 173 was deliberately excluded from the Cockpit Country protected area based on the perceived quality of the bauxite present. My friends, 800 people impacting 4,000 is nothing compared to how many people who stand to be affected in some way or another if mining should take place. It is an indictment on the government, who is the 51% shareholder in Noranda, that alternative employment is not available for these people. So this notion of providing employment is actually an attempt to skirt around the real issues. These communities have been doing okay for centuries, so it is not like Noranda is rescuing them from famine or abject poverty. I wonder if them know them a play with, man. Eh? I continue because I done it, you know. I am not against development, but it ought to be sustainable. I am not against mining in totality, but it should not be done anywhere remotely close to the area proposed. It means very little to me when you say there has been consultation with environmental groups, as we know that in this country, we oftentimes devise the best ways to get the things we want. Me still not done it, you know. The CCPA, which is a cockpit country protected area, protects the core of the cockpit country. That is how that has very similar and in most instances identical geology and topography as the area immediately around it, such as SML 173. So why then are these areas not protected? Why was SPEL and SMLs granted and issued for these very delicate, sensitive and important areas? Why was a SML granted to Noranda for Sector 173 without an environmental impact assessment? Come on, it's clear what is going on here. Why did it take NEPA to issue a cease and desist order to Noranda for a breach in Gibraltar, or was it Madras, when the environmental impact assessment was not even commissioned as yet? There are so many unanswered questions, yet you guys and the government, oh, I nearly forgot, that you are one in the same. Keeps talking about misinformation when you are the ones hiding things and modifying the facts to suit your agenda. Sure, feel free to email me. Me give them my email address, but you're not done yet. They replied. Thanks for your reply. We are not hiding any information to the public about what we are doing. As mentioned before, extensive consultations were had with stakeholders including environmentalists about SML 173. The area was shown on a map where the proposed mining will take place. Environmental studies were done. We were very open about what we were going to do. There were also persons without a job in surrounding communities that were cognizant of and were more than honored to provide employment to them and assist with community projects. Them now left off of that, you know. As you said, development of the economy is great and we are contributing to helping families. Sure, we can provide you with more data and more information about these consultations. So me reply again. Short this time because I'm done with the long talking. Me tell them what I want to tell them already. Feel free to provide whatever you wish. Perhaps while you are at it, you can provide me and thousands of others with a simple wish. Leave the area covered by SML 173 alone. That was about 14-15 hours ago. They have not replied. No. You see? I'ma keep on saying this, you know. Noranda and the government keeps unpicking people, Zane, who they claim they want to speak to. And the people them want them to talk to, them will hide from them. You understand? No, there will be, because Adila said earlier, it look like the cockpit country thing grow cold. No, brother, not like that. You understand? I'm going to tell you what I go on here now. On Tuesday morning, Zane, there will be a peaceful demonstration in Kingston. Cockpit Country Coalition and Concerned Citizens demonstration for September 17th, 2019 at 9 p.m. Cockpit Country Coalition and Concerned Citizens have rescheduled the demonstration at the House of Parliament on Duke Street in Kingston. The new date and time for this peaceful demonstration is the 17th of September starting at 8:30 a.m. at the assembly point at West National Hero Circle, Kingston. The aim of the demonstration is to make a firm, resounding and decisive statement to the government of Jamaica that the people and residents in the cockpit country, Jamaica, the diaspora, and our resting ancestors are opposed to any form of mining in the cockpit country landscape. The message to government is to withdraw the ill-conceived cockpit country protected area boundary presented in Parliament on the 21st of November 2017, which was designed deliberately by government to facilitate the mining of rich bauxite deposits known to be in the cockpit country landscape and starting with the mining of SML Mining Lease Area 173. We call on the government to replace the cockpit country protected area boundary with the cockpit country stakeholders boundary, which was recommended as the outer boundary of the cockpit country landscape in the 2013 island-wide public consultation report on defining the cockpit boundary done by Professor Weber. We appeal to all well-thinking Jamaicans to travel to National Hero Circle on Tuesday, September 17th, starting at 8:30 a.m. for assembly, and then to march to the House of Parliament to convey this decisive message to the government. And if you want to contact the lead person, the number is 876-393-6584. Movements, time for business. You understand? The talking has gone on long enough. It's time for action. Because the talking is continue and continue till one day you say them cross over Gibraltar and start mine SML 173. You understand what I say? And thing. So, that is the situation, peeps. I know say people have to go to work. You understand? But them need the support. As a matter of fact, if NEPA did not say that the environmental impact assessment was flawed, the scheduled mining for SML 173 would have started on the 19th. So that would have been when? Wednesday or Thursday of this month. But NEPA said the consultation and reviewing of the EIA will not be ready until December. So, persons who are interested in continuing the fight have to do so within a very short period of time. You understand? Because the government not easy, you know. And I say, you wake up one morning and see be a tractor in a places like Jacksontown and Sayers and Alps and them places there. You understand? And thing. Them still continue to take people for fool. And this is their defense. When persons understand the situation and talk about it, you hear there is misinformation. There's a lot of misinformation out there. Come on, man. Come on. People no fool again, brother. You understand what I say? People no fool again. Chad, I don't know where you're going on about George William Gardner. That is not even the important debate right now, bro. In a reality. George William Gardner is George William Gardner, and that is that. Right now, we have more important things to deal with than discuss George William Gardner. Teach, how come Usain Bolt has not said anything about the issue? This is his parish as well. Yes, it is. You understand? And that them try to say lawless. But I suppose everybody have them own interests. You understand? I don't know why Usain wouldn't have said anything to it. See? You understand? So, I mean, everybody have their own interests. Everybody have their own things to focus on. And as I have said to you before, this cockpit country situation is not as important to as many people as you would think. You understand? It's just a few people who are trying to champion this fight and to try to have the government to come to their senses. You understand? Annette Nelson said, why would he? What you mean, why would he? I mean, he's a native of Trelawney. You understand? He has a voice. A much bigger voice than mine. A much bigger voice than Mr. Dixon. You understand? He has a voice that people listens to. You understand what I say? So, I do not know why he has not. Maybe it's something that does not interest him. You understand? It's not something that will affect Sherwood content, I suppose. So, I don't know. I don't know. You understand? So, I guess everybody have their own thing. As me say, I can't speak to why Bolt wouldn't have addressed it. I don't know if he will or if he won't. So we just have to watch and see. But that's an interesting question still. Now that you say, I never did actually even think about it before. You understand? So that's the situation, peeps. The cockpit country fight is alive and well. You understand? It was just a little bit of regrouping and reorganization. You understand? Reassessment. So the fight continues. The more persons who join the fight, the bigger the voice and the cause become, and the more serious the government will start to take people. You understand what I say? Them say a man who stands for nothing falls for anything. So I could say go. And the people them who now plan to join the protest, remember it's a peaceful protest. So nobody come with no foolishness. You understand? Don't make a good thing become bad. Because I know we stay as Jamaicans, you know. So if you have a plan for go there, go be disruptive and to cause problem, don't go there. You see me? Peeps, big up on yourself. I would have really and truly struggled through this stream. Like, it is more difficult than it probably look. So, but give thanks still. We appreciate the support. Big up to everybody who, I'm know it's late now still. I think I will start stream later on Sunday than 5:30. So I will have to look into that. Because really and truly more people watch the stream when I stream between 7 and 8 o'clock. When I start stream between 7 and 8. So you have to wise. Peace, big up on yourself. We appreciate the continued support. We appreciate all the kind and encouraging words. We appreciate all the discourse, the disagreements, the opinions, the agreements. It don't really matter. We appreciate it. You understand what I say? And thing, your opinion is your opinion. You don't mean say it wrong. You don't mean say it right. You see me? But we appreciate it. Big up to all the persons who are here for the first time. Big up to all the persons who subscribed during the stream. We really and truly appreciate that. Big up to all the persons who have been checking on me, knowing that I have been struggling with my health. Really and truly appreciate your support. You understand what I say? We do this again. I was even supposed to do the call-in stream on Wednesday last. I did not get to do that. Been swamped with work. You understand? I will try to do it this week. And think I was actually planning to do a call-in stream about the cockpit country. So maybe we do that after the demonstration on Tuesday. We'll probably do a call-in stream about the cockpit country on Wednesday. So you can look out for that. I have work, as you know, but 100% I'll definitely try to at least get some footage from the demonstration and stuff. So we'll see how that goes as well. And thing. Peeps, big up on yourself. You understand what I say? Really and truly appreciate the continued support. Really and truly appreciate the kind words of encouragement, the critique, the constructive criticism, everything. We appreciate it. We appreciate the people them who sacrifice them hard-earned money and to teach. We appreciate the work. All this to do something for the channel. Or yourself. We appreciate that. You know what I think? Peeps, big up on yourself. You understand what I say? We'll do this again. Probably Wednesday, but Friday. So look out for it. You understand? Book out for it. Peace. Big up on yourself. Have a wonderful week. It's still Sunday. So I know some people probably still maybe going out. Have something nice to drink. But if you must drink, do not drive. If you must drive, do not drink. Lower the big old headphone them and the Bluetooth headpiece them when you go up on the road. Keep on the phone them on the pocket or on the back. Use them only when you need them. Walk with only the cash that you need. Leave the whole heap of jewelry them. A year one and you work hard for, but man will take them. You understand what I say? If you must take public transportation, try to travel in a group. If you cannot travel in a group, know the do's and the don'ts. Take the license plate number. Send it go give somebody. Tell people you're there. Tell people you go. Always follow your instinct. If it feels wrong, it is wrong. Trust absolutely no one. For the people that want to live them life in them social media status, stop. For the people that want to live them relationship on social media, stop. Peeps. Big up on yourself. I mean, I say Miss Millicent Thomas McDermott, Delroy Stewart, Ortiz Henry, Miss Sophia Kobe, Pearlie Simpson, Alia Johnson, Lady Clark, Dante Don, Grace Abel, Leo, Ken Prosper, The Royal General, Mike Lewis, Bernadette George, Cookie Mama, Beulah Blessings, Tash, God Favored Me, Marlon, Kerry J, Jackie, Cochrane, I pronounce that right. Cochrane, I'm not sure if I pronounce that. Miss Annette Nelson, Tropical Tower, Grace Abel, Finar, Juicy J, Rhyme Nation, Ellie London, Island Deals Online, Blessings. I know what they said there. Big up to the people that were gone to them bed. Candy Diamond, I know Cookie Mama did about. Damian Spalding, Zane, who else in the building? Mr. Mike Jones, Chad Murdoch, Lawless. All of the person them what they there, big up on yourself. I can't find everybody name. Danny Black Horse, big up yourself in a bro. You understand? Miss Camarine Jayden. You understand? Peeps, only people who comment I can't see. You understand? Kevin Smith, big up yourself. Craig Creation did the ball. I think DeAndre Small in the building. Miss Joan Gray was here. Miss Ingrid Theater. All of the people them what they about. You understand? Damian Simpson, Ron the Crypto Keeper, Miss Claudette Kerr, Sharm Lally and Dexter and Fremont, thanks for the contribution for your super chat, my friend. Really and truly appreciate that. For the persons who have watched on Facebook tonight, good night, my friends. Really and truly appreciate your continued support. For the persons who have watched over on Twitter, blessings every time. You know I appreciate that. Peeps. Miss Alia Johnson, blessings. You understand? Enjoy the rest of your week. Wednesday possibly, Zane. But until then, have a wonderful week. Be safe. Be productive. Make some money. Make somebody smile. Miss Bianca Green, blessings. You understand? You know what thing go. You understand what I say? Walk good. Step with Jah. Marlon is back. Ready for more. Big up yourself. Tash. Big up yourself, Empress. Lance Crooks. There's so much people. I left me some there. I left it up. You understand? Peeps, if I not shout out, big up yourself. If you watch the stream and not comment, big up yourself. God favored me. Blessings every time. Peeps. Walk good. Step with Jah. Miss Stephanie White. Blessings. You understand? I try to shout out some more people. Big up on yourself. Peeps. Be the reason why somebody smile. Be the reason why somebody feel better about themselves throughout the week. A smile, a pat on the shoulder, a hug, a bus fare, a lunch money, something. You understand what I say? When you make people feel good, you ultimately feel good about yourself as well. Orville, Caden, blessings my friend. Peeps, walk good. Step with Jah. I'm out.
Teach them. Hey, yo, hello. Send the message and make it reach them. It's teach them. Right here. Warlord representing.
Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment below. Remember to like and share the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content. Follow me on social media and check out the suggested videos on screen. This is Teach saying, until next time, walk good, my friends.